Have you ever walked through an art gallery and wondered how experts can immediately tell if a painting is from the Renaissance or the Impressionist era? It is like they have a secret decoder ring for art history. But what if I told you that you have the power to spot these visual clues too? The answer lies in specific artistic techniques that define different art eras. From the meticulous brushwork of old masters to the bold strokes of modernists, these methods, alongside the materials and dominant themes, act as distinct signatures for their time periods. Understanding these techniques is like learning the language of art history. The techniques artists used were not arbitrary. They were deeply influenced by the world around them. Think about the Renaissance, for example. The rediscovery of classical texts and a new focus on humanism led artists to strive for realism and accurate representation. They developed linear perspective to create the illusion of three-dimensional space and chiaroscuro, a technique of strong contrasts between light and dark, to give figures depth and drama. Fast forward to the Impressionist movement in the late 1800s. The Industrial Revolution brought new technologies, including premixed paints in tubes. This allowed artists to leave their studios and paint outdoors, capturing the changing light and atmosphere. Their technique involved visible broken brushstrokes and a focus on color and light over precise detail, reflecting a desire to capture a fleeting moment rather than a static scene. Even later, the early 1900s saw movements like Cubism emerge. Influenced by African art and new scientific theories, artists like Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque began to break down objects into geometric forms and depict them from multiple viewpoints simultaneously. This technique moved away from traditional perspective, challenging viewers to see the world in a new, fragmented way. So, how can you start identifying these techniques? Begin by observing the brushwork. Are the strokes smooth and almost invisible, or are they thick and clearly defined? Notice the color palette. Are the colors rich and deep, or light and vibrant? Consider the subject matter and how forms are depicted. Do figures look realistic, or are they abstracted and geometric? An interesting insider detail is how certain innovations completely reshaped art. The invention of pre-packaged paint tubes in 1841 was revolutionary for Impressionist painters, freeing them from grinding their own pigments. Similarly, advancements in printmaking techniques during earlier periods democratized art, making it accessible to a wider audience beyond just wealthy patrons. These shifts in tools and distribution profoundly impacted artistic styles and reach. By recognizing these defining techniques, you gain more than just historical knowledge. You develop a deeper connection with the art, understanding not just what you see, but also the artist's intent, the prevailing culture of their time, and the journey of human creativity. It allows you to appreciate the deliberate choices made by artists across centuries, transforming a simple viewing into a rich, insightful experience.